I'm not on.
You are on.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, Ray.
guys. What's up? What's up? How are you today?
Hi. I'm well. How are you?
I am amazing. I
You're
have,
doing the same. We are not around each other today. I'm trying to share this on my personal page, but I don't know if that's even possible. Can you still see me?
yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, this technology is something else, isn't it? So, but we're here. Here we are,
You are,
right? Here
you
we
are,
are.
you are tuning into Lipstick and Lies. I am LA from the A.
Hey, and
And
I'm your girl Yola. And today we are remote so that we can protect ourselves from the vid.
that part.
Not that we have the vid, but we just want to make sure that
We've been exposed.
just in case,
Just in case.
just in case. But I feel fine. Do you feel fine?
I feel amazing. Can you tell? Can you tell? I feel great. I feel great. Especially since I got my coffee, because girl, I'm sleepy. I ain't been sleep last night.
I don't have any coffee, but I definitely got plenty of rest because this weekend was kind of busy. And as you know, there was the brunch. There was a birthday, a born day celebration.
Everything.
I was tired. I was what that man who daughter said that MF and tired. I don't even know who that is. Who was that guy?
I don't know.
You know he's a rapper.
I don't know.
Probably one of those rap guys' girlfriends. No, you know him.
Who is
The
dumb?
baby. Is his name the baby?
I guess. I don't know.
He said his daughter said I'm motherfucking tired.
I'm motherfucking tired. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who
yeah,
was it? Who was
yeah.
that?
Hey, Brina.
Hey Sabrina, bring Sabrina on too, because she loves
She
this.
don't want to be on.
But listen, who is the guy that daughter said I'm motherfucking tired?
Who the guy said I'm motherfucking tired?
Ice T. His
Brina.
name is Ice T.
You know what?
Little
Whatever.
Ice. Is
So
it Little
listen.
Ice?
I don't know. So tonight's topic is love the skin you're in. And I'm not talking about just the brown skin. I'm just talking about you. Love you, love yourself.
Oh.
And
First of all, the pause. I just want to say that I'm so loving the positivity that we have on this page because we've been on a journey, man. We've been going on self help. What's Sabrina say?
that was Young Thug daughter. We were so off.
Young
You
Thug. Oh damn.
was off. I wasn't gonna try. No ma'am.
but we've been doing like self help, healing ourselves. And
Yes.
I'm super proud of even the response that we get because people are always telling me how thankful they are for like certain things that we talk about, they catch like later on. And I'm always happy to hear that because we can get so caught up in the negativity of girl, he cheated on me, and we can talk about that kind of stuff all day long.
Yeah.
But talking about things that are going to actually motivate me to do something better with my life, becoming whole with myself so I can be whole within my community. Like
Right.
that's stuff big, man. So kudos to you for this topic tonight.
Yeah. Yes, girl. Yes,
Yes,
girl.
love the skin you're in.
Let me tell you something. It
Okay.
took me a minute to think of this, right? Like when I tell you I was exhausted today, like I ain't got no sleep really this week, honestly. Getting up 3 o'clock trade sessions, going to sleep, waking right back up trade sessions.
Okay, you making money.
Meetings,
Hey,
no
hey,
meetings. Man, you listen. When you have goals, you got to stay the course. You got to stay the plan.
you gotta stay the course. Baby
So-
girl. Baby girl.
But I have not gotten any. It just I haven't been resting. So basically, when we talked earlier, I was just like, what is the topic gonna be? I could not, my mind was just blank. I just been blank. Like I have not been here, I was just blank. And I had a little nap, woke up on my nap, I'm like, boom, this what it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Because I mean, it's known that we can we need to really own our truth.
Mm. And that's kind of hard to do for a lot of people.
Right.
Owning your own truth is hard because it's easy to point the finger at somebody. But look what I'm in front of today, honey. The mirror. Oh, yeah.
You got your mirror.
I got my mirror.
I know what's around my house, crystals and mirrors.
Yes.
Glam. I mean, it's mirrors everywhere around here.
Yes.
It's mirrors everywhere. You're gonna have to
you can't help but to look at yourself.
You're gonna have to see yourself.
But I said that. That's why a lot of people had a hard time with the quarantine because they couldn't look at themselves. Ooh. Like you couldn't stand to be around yourself. Mm. That's why they wanted to get out of the quarantine. That's why they want to be outside because inside they got to deal with the truth, not the Facebook me, not the Instagram me, not the social media me, but the real me, like the real me, right? Like the person that know you snore in the middle of the night me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. The person that know you dig in your butt, like when you got a wedgie and don't go wash your hands me, like them me, that's the person you have to.
Damn. Okay.
I did that at the store yesterday, but anyway. Well, that's true. So that is hard to do. Looking yourself in the mirror. And
you have to. I mean, it's about when you can be 100% authentic and true with yourself. There can't nobody else write your story.
They can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Be like a tree.
Exactly. Now, on the other hand, though.
What's the other hand?
Yeah, some people that continue to lie to themselves. They done told themselves the same lie so long that they now start believing the truth. Baby girl, baby what? Just because you continue to lie to yourself don't mean it goes fast.
So in our community, they
Tuesday, yes.
Special guest, Zion.
Be quiet and lay down. It's 9 o'clock.
She's just too short.
You're gonna go in your room. You're gonna go in your room. You're gonna go in your room. Good night. So in our community, we say stuff like, fake it till you make it, girl. So maybe them lying to themselves is an extension of them faking it until they make it.
Okay, so let's clarify some things too.
Okay, yeah, let's get them clarified. Let's clear it up.
And because I did read and I did hear and see one of our mentors say this, you know, but that was about your future self. It was about knowing who you want to be, your future self, right? And so your future self, is more of manifestation, affirmations and whatnot, right? However, what I'm talking about is things you have had in things that may have happened in your past, right? And but things that might have happened in your past, so you don't want to believe, and so you make up your own story about those things that actually happened.
Right.
And instead of owning and living in your truth, owning your shit, you decide to continue with the lie.
But that's hard. It's really hard to do, LA. I promise you.
Baby.
It's hard to do.
Listen,
after the show last week, we sat around and we talked about some things that I had experienced in my own life, right? And what I was currently experiencing. But the freeing of the truth, right? Because when they say the truth will set you free, like the truth, it does set you free, right? And knowing to call a spade, like that's important for you to be able to do with yourself instead of living in the lie. Because that is easy, like to tell ourselves a lie when we know the truth, to rewrite the story that we want it to be versus what it really was. But the truth comes and the transformation comes and you actually owning that.
Yeah, because that's only when you can only really move forward after you have owned.
But ain't that what I told you?
Exactly.
Didn't I tell you
Exactly.
like the transformation came when
Yeah.
this was said, right?
Right.
This had to come out in order for this other stuff to be done, but it also had to be heard and received by the person that needed to hear it too. So, hey, I'm all for telling the truth. Shit, tell the truth, shame the devil. Shit.
Yes.
But what does that have to do with loving the skin you're in, right?
Because you have to be able to love yourself wholeheartedly. The things that you may have done in the past does not matter anymore. You are able to write your, you able to write. You are, okay, how are we gonna put this? Stop being an extra in your movie, basically.
Okay, meaning what? Break it down for
Meaning, stop allowing other people to be the stars in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is your life. Don't let nobody else write your story. Don't let nobody else write your script. This is your life. However, the things that you have done and the things that have happened in your past, the things that you have done, things that have been done to you, own it. Own it. You have to own it. That's the only way that you're going to be able to be free and grow from it. People want to say, oh, well, the past is the past, supposed to forget, move on, move on, let it go. But if you lying about it,
how can you?
Things has happened and you have to be like, okay, well, you know what? This has happened. I effed up. Or things has happened. This has happened to me. And you may need to have a conversation with whoever you need to have a conversation with and be like, yo, this is the things that happened. This is what hurt me. Or I might have, this is what I did. I know this has hurt you. Instead of telling them live, well, I ain't do or it's past the buck. What they did. It's about owning your truth. You have to love all of you. That's the only way that you can grow and go forward. Is to be able to love yourself, love all of you, inside and out. If it's things that I'm talking to myself at this point. If it's things you want to change about yourself, if you got to be accountable and change those things. I see myself. I can see myself already. I have a camera right here. Okay.
Okay, I know, right? So
but seriously, yeah.
I did say something like that on my Facebook this week, though. I did say that you have to forgive yourself for the things that you have done, so that you're not offended when someone else bring it up. And a lot of times that's why people lie to themselves, because they don't want the accountability and knowing that what they've done affected others other than themselves.
Yes.
So I mean, like that is a hard thing to do, because people don't want to hear, oh, they did this to you, you did this to me. Like, they don't want to keep hearing that. They don't want to be because they moved them away from it. They put themselves so far from the transgression that they don't want that. So you definitely have to be honest with yourself about it and be willing to hear what others have to say in order for you to grow.
Well, you know what? You're right. It's about recognizing.
Yeah, you have to
recognizing even your shortcomings, your weaknesses, your whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know everything at Peaches of Cream ain't nobody perfect. We all have our faults. We all have things about us that are as far as personality that may not be becoming to other people. It is what it is. But in all, it's about recognizing the things, even the things that you don't like about yourself.
Yeah. So what did you do? What's the resolve like when you find something that you don't really like about yourself?
Well,
what's some stuff that you can do to just try to?
Well, right. Well, I guess first let's see is if it's external or internal. Either way, all things you can work on all things. It's about, like we said, recognizing what it is. You know what I'm saying? Owning what it is. Forgiving yourself. And find out what it is that made you make the decision that you made or act the way that you act. Because a lot of times it's, like we've been talking about before, it's due to trauma. Sometimes something might have happened in your life that have made you act out a certain way towards people that may not even be warranted to those people, but because of certain traumas that has occurred in your life that you've never came to terms with, then now here we go. We have this, I call it a personality defect. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And so it's like find out what those things are, recognizing it, owning them, and actually forgiving yourself and have those positive solutions to fix it.
So a positive solution would be,
one thing that we know is that we can't change other people.
True.
So it's about being able to forgive, not only forgiving yourself, but forgiving those people that may have hurt you, forgiving the situations that may happen. Sometimes it's a lot of things that happen that we were never in control of from the beginning, and we blame ourselves.
We're only control of 10% of the things, right? Like that's all we have control of is 10% of all the things that happen to us.
Right.
But we are the sum of all the choices we've ever made. So out of those 10 things that we have control of, the 10% that we do have control of creates the person that we look at in the mirror.
Yeah.
But I don't think that beating yourself up for anything that you do is the answer.
Correct.
Or you made the choice, so you either gonna dwell in that choice that you made, or you're gonna figure out a different way to do things. And then the people that do figure out a different way to do things, they're often looked up as something, like not really weird, but they're always looked at like a threat of some sort because other people are incapable of doing it, or they think like, no, you're not incapable of doing that. Right. You can change. Right. You just don't choose to change.
Right.
But you are threatened by the person that made the conscious choice to change. So I think that I know is true, just from my own personal life. But you have to love who you are, even through all those bad choices, just like you said. And you make mistakes, but they don't make you, right? I made a mistake, but I'm not that mistake.
Right. Exactly.
But does that have anything, like loving the skin you're in, does that have anything to do with the physical skin? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's internal and external. Because you have, like I said, again, you have to love all of you. So if there's some things that you may not like about, this is a big thing about the body shaming thing now, people getting work done, listen, me, across the board, I am pro-choice anything. If you choose
whatever you want to do with your life,
that's on you. Yep. However,
what's the however, honey?
Well, however is stay healthy because we need you here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need you here.
We do need you here.
But yeah, we see it all the time. Like you seen that show Boxed, right?
Yes.
And you see the work they've been done on that.
But those were choices, right?
Exactly. Those were choices. Okay. And sometimes we have to suffer those consequences of them choices.
Yeah.
But hey, do you, boo? At
the time, it felt like a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, it felt great.
Yes.
A lot of things at the time feel great that may not be good for you, right? Wow. Like me drinking all them Mountain Dews every day, day in and day out, was not good for me. But it made me feel good.
Yeah,
and I kept doing it.
Yeah, no, serious though.
So
you haven't had Mountain Dew so long.
I made the choice. Now,
I haven't had one in a very long time. When you
I haven't had one in a very long time.
You was gonna stop. I said you can support my friend, and I'm gonna stop.
Listen, thank you. I appreciate that. But
you ain't even paid no attention, have you? I have not.
No, hey, listen. I just see 3,000 when I look at a Mountain Dew. I think 3,000. You know what I'm saying? So
3,000 what? Calories?
I think $3,000. I think
Oh,
I think 3,600. I feel like
that part.
I feel like
I get it.
I feel like the 36 is a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Shit.
feel like the Mountain Dew's not worth the 36.
Yeah, 16. How about
Yeah.
16? How about
Hey,
16?
hey, whatever the cost, I feel like it ain't worth it. Right? So we're gonna make the conscious effort to eat healthier and be healthier and do healthier things, make healthier choices. It ain't even just about physical, or it's about everything. Healthier choices in relationships, healthier choices mentally, healthier choices all across the board.
But you know, all that still comes with it. All stems internal though. It all comes back to the internal you.
Yeah, it comes back to eternal you.
It comes back to the internal you, because if you're not loving on yourself, if you don't love yourself, you know, if you haven't forgiven yourself, how the hell can you love, really, really, truly love someone else?
You can't. You cannot. But that's why people use the word interchangeably with the word like. So it's not that you love something, you like it for the moment, because if you experience love, then it's just the undying energy, right? I mean, it never dies, it only transfers. But so they say they love everything. So that's why the word doesn't even have the value. Kind of like the word loyalty. You know, they've overused that word too. I'm loyal. What does the word mean? Like, you know, like what is the Webster version of the word?
Yeah.
Not what you want to think it means this week, right? But I don't think that people take the time to get to know themselves to the extent that they can fall in love with themselves, because they are afraid to be their authentic self, because it may not look like what's popular on social media.
Right.
It might not look like what's popular with amongst their peer group. It might not look like what they're used to. And then when anything that's outside of the norm of what you are constantly around, it always seems to be something that you get ridiculed for. Right. When I was young, I liked to read, right? So I got called white girl because I like to read, and maybe because of the color of my skin, I don't know. I think I'm dark, but enough. I don't think I look like a white girl, but because I like to read, right? So, but that wasn't very popular when I was going to school. So I was made fun of because of that. Like I'm 43 now, so I really only started loving myself truly. I started loving myself when I turned 30. So that and that's hard to say when you're 30 years old. You've been around yourself for 30 years old. But for a long time, I wish I was someone else, or I looked like someone else, or I wanted to be someone else because of just being talked about for not being what somebody else thought I should look like, or how somebody else thought I should act, or just those things that people talk about you when it didn't make me like myself a whole lot. So then when I started loving myself, the same people that talked about me anyway are the same people that say you act different now. I act different because I love myself. Like I know my worth. Like, and people say that all the time, like, know your worth, know your worth. But do you really? You know what I'm saying? Because when you know your worth, you don't tolerate anything that doesn't support your worth. So it's not a pick and choose. It's not, oh, well, I'm going to deal with this. No, you really, really know your worth. And you're able to vocalize how and what that looks like. I'm sorry. I can't even talk. Because, listen. I love you too.
Oh. Oh. Go to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that because you know what? Yeah. I think, let me see, when was that for me? It was in my late 30s.
Yeah.
Because it was actually when I actually was just like straight up single, right? Because I had all no, what I mean by that is I had always been in like long-term relationships.
Yeah.
I never really had short relationships. Like I had always been in long-term relationships. And because I was always in long-term relationships, it just I never really was by myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was only child, I didn't like them. I was gravitated to people that had bigger families. I just did. I was always out with, because that's what I love, family. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was when I had enough relationship, whatever, went bad that I was in, and I had to finally just be like, you know what? Okay, just stop. Just be still. Just stop and be still. Just work on you. You know, because and in that moment, it was tough too, because it's like used to, you know, just having a companion, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, whoo, I'm bored.
Yeah.
What I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying? It forced me to have to, like you said, see myself. It forced me to evaluate myself. It forced me to do a lot of things that I didn't normally do when I was in a relationship, because it wasn't when you're in a relationship, it's not about just you.
Right.
You're always thinking about that person. You're always thinking about the decision that you're making, how it's going to affect that person. A lot of times you are compromising. You're not doing the things that you might just want to do for you, because you have someone else in mind. And so it's just like, it wasn't about me. It was never, you know what I'm saying? It was never about me. It felt like that until I was just like, okay, I'm done. Don't want to date nobody, ain't date nobody. You know?
So when that moment, was it like an aha, or did it hit you like a ton of bricks? Like, I've been doing this wrong this whole time.
Yeah. It hit me like a ton of bricks. But it also was an aha moment too, though.
Okay.
It was like a shake you.
Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Like, what you call it say? What did Kevin Hart say? You dumb, stupid bitch. And that's really what you really want to grab yourself.
It's like, get it together.
Right.
You done gave so much, you done poured so much, you done did this, you done put yourself in the back.
You did that, but what? You cried over who? What's wrong with you? You did what with when? What?
Yeah. And so I handle things a lot different now. A whole lot different.
Yeah.
My patience is a whole lot different now.
Oh yeah. I can tell that.
A whole lot different. And so it's just
and you don't make excuses. You don't make excuses anymore, right? You accept things for what they are.
You absolutely.
And you verbalize those things and how those things affect you.
Yeah.
And
you know what else really, really helped?
What?
What else really, really helped is the personal development books.
Oh yeah.
Learning to be okay with just being okay. For example, you may have someone that you really, really love, whether it's platonic friendship, a loved one, a family member, whatever. You may have someone, and y'all might not be seeing eye to eye. In the past with me, it would have been like, like, man, I'm upset. I didn't know how to speak on whatever, because it was always like you didn't want to say the things that made somebody upset or hurt their feelings, because we were always told you can't say nothing nice, don't say it at all type thing. But no. At the same token, you got to sometimes shoot at you got to go and just say, listen, I understand, da. We just gonna have to agree to disagree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's okay. And that's okay.
Right.
And
but
people gotta normalize
being
being okay with not agreeing with everything that someone says, because you don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to assign to that.
Right. And then even if it's it can be a group of people, whatever, you don't have to conform to what the masses are doing.
You don't.
You don't. For example, as you know, in our community, our trade community, you know, there's some people who are spiritual. They'll say they're spiritual, not so much religious. You have some people who they do different things. Some people just, you know, they meditate, they do this, they do that. You know, you got some people that are Christians. Some of them might just be Baptist. Some of them might be Muslim, whatever. But you'll see a lot of times where when you're in a group and y'all all may have same goals, but y'all coming from different backgrounds, if you sit back and watch closely, you will start seeing some other people start doing what everybody else doing. Instead of being true to what they actually, you know, how they really feel.
They were.
Right. And you know.
But you say that okay, so what you say, like those people are because sometimes I find that people don't really know themselves. So when they don't know themselves, then they assign to everything that everybody else wants them to be or what they're doing, only because they don't really know themselves because they haven't taken the time. Remember, we always talk about take the time to get to know what you like, what you don't like. Take that time. That's also a part of loving the skin that you're in.
You know what else? I seen somebody posted it on Instagram. I can't remember who it was. Guy was talking. He was like, him and his wife was talking about. Somebody was talking about matching energies and stuff. And he made a good point. He was like, why would you want to match somebody's energy? He said that's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so who's, you know.
But that's a popular thing that they saying on social media now, right?
Yeah.
Because like these quotes are driving a lot of people posts. Not driving them personally, driving their posts. Because you may say you were matching somebody's energy, but you're not. Like you're not really doing that.
Right.
Because it takes energy to match somebody else's energy.
Right. So that was just really weird. But he really broke it down. But I'm just like, he got a really good point about, you know, why would you want to actually match somebody's energy? Why?
Because Instagram told us.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. And that means that you actually signing on to somebody else's. You signing on to somebody else's stuff.
Instagram told us too. Instagram said it's okay to match people energy because it sounds cool. It sounds like a good little message, you know. But I mean, we know better. But that's why you see a lot of that because they just are signing on to what everybody else believes. I mean, it's the same thing with religion. I mean, this is why religion is a thing because people assign to what they are told. This is why we go to school. So we can be told what to do, how to think, and how to act. Like that's the main reason why you go to school.
Yeah,
you're not going to school so you can be a free thinker.
That's
why when you are a free thinker, you are posing the threat. Like everybody, like Kanye West is crazy. And did you hear his new album? He ain't crazy. Did you hear the album? First of all, the man is a genius. One, listen. Listen, he's a genius. Second, the man is grieving. He really is grieving. The stages of grieving on our page, and the man is still grieving, and you can hear the pain in his songs, right? I mean, he lost his mom, and he was really, really close to his mom. So he is grieving that loss, and he doesn't know who to turn to talk about it because ain't nobody being well we can't see it, but the media, no one's in the media like hugging him or loving on him,
right?
And instead they're just passing judgment on him because that seems the best thing to do, but no one's like really saying the man is grieving, leave him alone.
Well, people have been saying that, but I think it's like you said. I mean, people want to
look at free thinker
in a certain way. Yeah, I would most definitely say that.
He's a free thinker.
I would definitely say that. It do. Yeah. I mean, some things that he do cool. Some things he do. I be like, what? Like, I mean, even
George Bush don't love us. LA, George Bush don't love us. No, he is.
Listen.
You listen to the album, man. When we get out the phone, listen to the album, and you can actually ride the whole album from start to finish.
Also, I need to get in my ride and ride around 285.
You can definitely even just play it in your house, like you can just really hear the pain in the man's voice, and and if you've ever lost anybody, you can relate to what he is saying, and just him being able to put his emotions in the music is powerful. That's why I say he a musical genius. But him.
Well, then what would you say about R. Kelly then?
I don't say nothing bad about R. Kelly. So here's the thing.
No, I'm not asking you to say anything bad.
I'm saying
he's a musical genius.
He's a genius musically. Here's the thing. Go ahead. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just hide up. Okay, yeah. Girl, go. Bye. Go. Listen. Hey, so R. Kelly, right? Something happened, and this happened in the Black community, and Black people can assign to this or not, if they're being honest. Incest is a real thing in Black communities. Incest against Black boys is not even really talked about in the Black community, right? So you dealing with the trauma. I have to stand right here because she's gonna come in the door. You're dealing with the trauma of incest, right? And you're dealing with the stigma that I'm a Black boy. I can't talk about this, which goes back to when we talked about counseling, because counseling is real, right? So we cannot. He was molested, but he's a Black boy. Black boys don't talk about being molested. Right. So you have to go through with that shame, right? Now you're losing respect for women because the person who molested you was a woman. So you don't know how to bridge how you're supposed to interact with women with the experience that you have with women, but you are a Black boy, so you are supposed to like women. And maybe this event made you not even like women. So now I got to hide the fact that I don't really even like women. So now I don't have the respect that I should. So I'm going to treat these women how I wish I would have treated my molester. But see, so when R. Kelly brother said to walk in the shoes to better understand, you got to walk in the shoes to better understand, right? And I can understand from a person, a product of molestation, that this man is confused. Now, what he done, was it right? No, it wasn't. But do he need help? Yes, he do. He needs psychological help. He doesn't need jail help. He needs mental help. He needs that, but they're not going to give that to him again because he's a Black man. So, but he's still a genius. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. 12 play. Listen, all that, homie, lover, friend. Listen, I step in the name of love. He saved me. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Versus R. Kelly versus who? I don't know. Who could beat him? You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown. That's my next close one, I guess. But
my question would really be like, what defines someone being a genius though? It's just something that we like, and we just they are just extremely creative in their passion and in their craft.
Genius level talent is a misunderstood talent and not appreciated until you gone talent.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying though still goes with opinion at the end of the day.
It does. It is an opinion.
It's just basically opinion. You know,
it is.
Everything
is an opinion, right?
Almost.
Except things that can be proven.
Exactly.
Because that's when it becomes a fact. Remember, we talked about that. Because when it's in writing, this is factual at this point. It's an opinion, but it's a fact that you said it. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So this is our opinion, but it becomes fact because you said on September 15th this. I am going to listen. Lay down. Now.
She don't know what to say. Oh my goodness, y'all.
So yeah. So yes. So yes. So that is an opinion, right? It's very much so an opinion.
I think that how do I put it? I think that these people are just held, honestly. I just really feel like they're held to a different standard because they are celebrities. Because had it been someone that's not a celebrity, they would definitely have been treated differently.
Yep.
You know? You could be talking to a musical genius today, a guy, but because he was not discovered and he's not a celebrity, but he was still messing with little girls, you're gonna look at that person totally different.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that's what I was kind of hearing, because even with Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we all know he lost, he had lost his mom. And that's very, very, very unfortunate. Yes, we know that he is grieving. And people grieve differently. Nobody can tell you how to grieve, whatnot. But again, because you're in the limelight, as a celebrity, when you're doing off the wall stuff that shows, and they did say that he was bipolar or whatever, that shows,
they put him on medication.
Right. But I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is celebrities get passes all the time, or somewhat of a pass, or a light sentence, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Versus the next Blow Joe who ain't out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. It's just not. But money's power at the end of the day.
Right.
It is what it is. But I ain't never really been like a big Kanye fan. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Kanye. I do enjoy some of his music, but I mean, if he didn't exist, it wouldn't matter either. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I haven't been impacted by him. It ain't like a game like last weekend we did karaoke. And that wouldn't be, none of his songs would be no. Yeah, I want that song. We don't know. No. So
if I was there, I would have been like, play Kanye, honey. Yeah.
Because we ain't all the karaoke you did, you have not played not one Kanye. Ma'am.
I don't have Kanye's voice, but that day.
No. Whatever.
Well, Kanye loves himself. That's one thing about it.
But I do agree that he is a free thinker, and I love that.
He is a free thinker. He believes in himself, which is the main ingredient of loving the skin that you're in. Absolutely. He believes in himself.
Please.
And to a point where we don't understand it. Like, how can you even like yourself? And he don't care. He has no.
You should not. And that's
he has no explanation to give.
Now, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you on any of that.
Yeah,
none of that at all.
He does not.
And that's amazing.
I am who I am.
That's amazing. And that's one thing I do love about Kanye.
But
he's
definitely is that a little bit of narcissism in there, sprinkled, right? Because
we don't know him personally, so we don't know if it's a little bit or a lot.
Hey, But self-loathing is considered narcissism to an extent. So when you're looking at a person like that, then you're automatically labeling him narcissistic just because he believes in himself 125%.
I think it's based more so on your action.
No, these folks these folks
You
are
believing in yourself, 1,000% does not make you narcissistic. It's the lack of accountability. It's the lack of ownership. It's a lack of a lot of different things that make somebody up to be narcissistic. So no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, they probably say he's a narcissist all the time.
I mean, he may be, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I can't judge him.
Yeah. So what are some exercises that you would suggest to people that need to fall in love with themselves?
Self-care, personal development books, audios, and whatnot.
Purpose-Driven Life is a good book for that.
Yes, that is.
Ayana Fix My Life is a great book for that.
That's a book.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
One momento. I get to get.
Okay, you go get a book. You getting the chart? You know I love charts. So let's write it down, baby. Let's write it down. Go to bed.
I said charger.
Kids that are 4 years old should be asleep at 9 o'clock. Here it is 9:52.
This book I already talked about before on a previous podcast that we did.
What is it? What is it?
Conceive, Believe, Achieve. All right, by David Emanitier.
Okay.
It's a great book, and it's a short read. It's
on Amazon. You should put it on the.
Actually, I don't even know if it's on Amazon. I actually bought it from him. He's one of our mentors. So, but this book is amazing.
It's amazing. Yep, that one amongst other ones.
Believe Nation. You guys, it's free to be a part of Believe Nation. And they send like affirmations and all kind of great stuff. They have a
that's on their Facebook page.
Yeah, they have a huge conference every year. I missed it a couple of months ago because I was in July because I was celebrating my birthday in Jamaica. So the reason why I wasn't there. But it was in Miami, but it was amazing. I know it was. But it will definitely have you looking at life in a whole new way.
You're gonna put those two books in the comments, right?
Mm-hmm. Nation.com.
So my takeaways for loving the skin that you're in would be always to believe in yourself, one, right? And that mostly happens in the mental space first before it happens in the physical space.
Mm-hmm.
And just doing a self-scan. So if it's something that you don't like about yourself, you can change it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So then that comes into play that you are in control of what you believe about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So then that goes into the 4 agreements, right?
Yes.
And no one assign something on you that you don't agree with, right?
Exactly.
So you choose to believe in the best version of yourself possible.
Yes.
Right. So we're still in the positivities challenge. I have fallen short. I'm gonna just put that out. I have fallen short on 2 occasions.
Okay, so let's hit the restart.
Restart.
Yes. So every day. Okay. I'm putting in my calendar right now.
Okay. So focusing on the positives in your life and ignoring the negatives in your life, right?
Yes.
And doing away with people that try to tear you down. Let me just say this. If you are dating, and this is for myself, I used to date this guy.
You baby.
I have no control here.
Crisis moments.
No. So
Crisis
I
moments.
dated this guy, right? And he tried to tear me down by comparing me
Mm.
to other people that he dated, right? And you know, me, here go dumbass me, like, you know, young me, unwhole me, broken me, like trying to go out of my way
Mm.
to be what this man said I wasn't,
Yeah.
which was not who I was, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
because I thought that this man meant me well, I wanted to assign to what his belief of me should be, right? So, but then one day, honey, one day, I fell and bumped my head, and he said to me how this girl is doing this and this girl is doing that. And I said, well, wait a minute.
Mm.
Why aren't you with this girl?
That part.
Why aren't you with her?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to waste your time with me.
Right.
Because she and I are not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Her life was paved the way it was paved. My life was not paved that way.
Right.
So I'm not going to discredit her in my insecurity that you're trying to put on me for what you think I should be doing. And then even further, sir, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't something in me that had you here. So what they say, the devil ain't gonna break into no empty, a burglar ain't gonna break into no empty house.
Yeah.
Listen, so it's something in me anyway.
Right.
That you see that ain't even there. So I had to like, hello.
Yeah.
So then he looked at me different. So that was the day one of your ass getting the hell up out my life. You understand me? This was day one, right?
Yeah.
We on day 783 right now. But even still, it was that moment that was like, come on, man, you crazy. You not gonna sit here and downplay me when I know everything that I've been through in my life. And you're not gonna keep making me feel like I gotta tear down another woman because you're trying to make me insecure in this position.
Yeah.
When if this woman was all of that, you would be there.
Right.
Okay. So now I look, and you know how sometimes you be trying to be nosy in people's lives just to see what they doing.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
You doing the same shit. You telling another woman another story about another woman to tear her down and make her feel bad about another woman, and still talking to this other woman, and it's a whole cycle. And nigga, the whole problem is you.
You.
I don't even mean to say nigga in like in a color word, but nigga as in an ignorant ass person.
Right.
You are the problem.
Right.
He's the one that needs to look in the mirror and start loving himself, because obviously you don't love yourself if you got to tear down everybody else.
Come on.
Look at Don said yes.
Yes. Come on.
I'm just saying.
That's true. And it's funny because I've been there too. I mean, maybe not to. Well, yeah. I mean, either way, it was more of a tear down. Oh, I've heard. Oh, you the darkest woman I dated before.
Who's that?
Oh, what that mean? Well, I dated this celebrity and I dated that person. I did that. Why you ain't with them now? Hello?
Hello. Listen. Sir. Okay. Period.
Before that relationship ended, I sure had a conversation. I was like, let me tell you something. Going forward in your future relationship, you probably don't want to do X, mind you.
Yeah.
I want to say. I said, because I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right here.
Right. At all. And if that's where you want to be, baby, it's not where you're at. You know what I'm saying? It's where you want to be. So if that's where you want to be, take your ass on. Stop wasting our time.
Fine.
At this time, you're not just wasting your time. You're wasting my time too, because I could be doing other shit. So, and I can't get these minutes back ever. So please don't.
And people don't understand that time.
But when you love yourself and you believe in yourself, and when somebody comes to you like that, you already.
Mm-hmm. And it brings me to, I know we're getting kind of up to our time, but it brings me to talk about something that I experienced the other night. Too, I had this young dude was all on a call. This young guy, and he was just talking about
cougar ass. With your cougar ass.
No. We was making money. We were about making money.
Oh, okay.
I guess in between some of the in our downtime. I don't know why, but he just started talking about personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Start talking about relationships and this, that, and the other. And and he was like something that a lot of people say. The older women get, they start go down. The older men get, they start go up. Basically, you ain't heard that before.
No, I never heard that.
Okay, now you have.
Okay, I did.
So basically, he was trying to downplay the work of a woman that is getting older. And then
was I there?
Huh?
Was I with you? Is this deja vu? I think I heard. Okay, go ahead.
And so it was just real interesting. And so like I started seeing all these comments that start flying up and everything, and I'm just listening because I'm saying here like, really? But it's only if those people assign, you know what I'm saying? It's only if those people are in agreement with what this man, this young guy, and I call him young boy because he's really young boy to me. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you could be a millionaire. If you talking dumb shit, you still a millionaire that's talking some dumb shit.
Hello.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is like you have a lot of people, especially guys, that actually co-sign with that philosophy.
Right.
And that's
on period.
And you do. And it's like, so where did the problem lie? You know what I'm saying? That could be another buzz, but I think that right there, and we've heard it a lot of times in different ways, though. It's just been said in different ways. And so, again, like we said, loving the skin you're in, it's about knowing your worth. It's about not settling for whatever just because you may be getting a little older women.
But for him to say that, being
just think about how old he was.
Hey, sir, if you're still gonna be old, sir, your stock don't go up. Age.
So basically, that's what they're saying. So the whole thing was, like when men kind of start evolving, normally men start evolving or getting better, or getting more. They're saying they're more valuable when they're older. Probably because that's when they get their shit together.
Women are too.
Hold on now though. And so men, they seek younger women. They don't want to date women that's their age. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm telling you what I'm hearing. I'm not telling you what I feel and know what I feel. What I'm just telling you stuff I'm hearing. And so, and I'm like, well, that ain't no real men doing this. These are males. These are males.
Right.
Who have
as our boys say. Thank you, Virgil.
Yes. These are males that saying this mess because it's more so like, come on, bro. Like, I make it make sense to me.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Because a man gonna look at a young girl as a headache.
Honey, they went in talking about body count, energy. They talking about all kind of stuff. And it's just like, well, who are these women that y'all hanging around? But my thing is, like I said, just hearing it, and then you already know who he co-signing with. What's the little man name that don't nobody like? They be talking all this women bashing stuff.
I know you're talking about because somebody said Tyler was trying to be him. Samuel.
Okay, him. I'm just like,
and you don't like to give him energy.
Right, he don't give him no energy. We just say.
But listen, let me just say, any man that constantly talks bad about a woman women give birth, right? So if he constantly is talking about women, y'all gotta understand that either his mama let him down,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere along the line, a woman hurt him.
Yeah.
And he needs
And
to
that's what I say. Hurt people, hurt people. That's what
anytime you can't be positive about a woman and you came from a woman, you were let down as a kid. And I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Because people are actually looking up to you and getting advice from you. Because what we just say, people assign to anything that they see on social media.
Wow.
You got fucking ex strippers giving relationship advice on damn social media, and people taking it what this woman said and whole time, LA, whole time you are getting information from a hurt person and you running with it and you sharing that shit and you applying that shit into your life instead of making yourself whole because you don't want to do the work.
Right.
Maybe them people did they work to even get to other people following them, but you don't even want to do your own work.
Your own work, right?
Because that's their journey.
Right.
But I'm sad about your
based off of their own experiences 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And they even have positive experiences, or they seen this, or they seen that, or their sister went through this, their mama went through that, or their daddy went through this, or they brother or their uncle went through this, and it's just like, don't put that shit on me.
Don't put it on. Period. Fast. Oh, this a grown woman said. She said to me, "Oh, you flat chested, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with me. When I take my clothes off, I look good as hell. Listen, I don't see why you felt the need as a grown ass woman to tell me because you have nothing else to say. Right. It's just like." People do that random ass shit. And they try to break you because they see confidence in you.
Yes.
You can't break what you didn't build. Do you know how long it took me to get here? I just told you I started loving myself when I was 30. Bitch, do you think I'm going to allow you to take me back to a place where I came from?
Right. Exactly.
I am going to pop.
And that's what the people don't understand.
That's what that's what I walk with. I don't walk with arrogance. I walk with the healing that I had to take myself through. I walk with where I came from and how far I've come. That's why I look at the Facebook memories because I always like to measure or quantify my growth. Right. So you need something to base your growth off of because if you don't have nothing to measure it, then you don't know if you're growing or not. Right. So you could still just be running in circles. But I do that purposely so I can know like, well, damn, what was I thinking in this year on this day? This is what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't healthy. I'm glad I'm not that person no more. Right. And so even when you do make the conscious effort to change, people are always going to try to remind you because they don't have nothing else to say because they can't change. So they're going to have a problem with you changing because they can't do it.
Right.
So when you love yourself,
especially when you supersede what they thought you was going to do.
Exactly. Oh man, listen. Listen. It's a church song they used to sing. They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I'd never mount out to anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on my way. Shit, let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Like and you're mad. And there's no reason for you to be mad because guess what? You can believe in yourself too. You don't need me to believe in you. You can start believing in yourself. So you don't have to take my word for it. Just start doing it yourself.
Yeah.
They don't hear you though, LA. They don't hear that they can love themselves because guess what? It ain't popular on social media to say I love myself. It ain't popular on social media to say, no, but I like me. Because if you tell somebody I don't like that shirt, they ain't gonna wear.
That's my baby. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, grievance is so important.
Yeah, it is so important.
Yes.
But like we are at our times. But so what's your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are be authentic, love yourself wholeheartedly, and don't dwell on your shortcomings.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna be perfect. You're gonna fail. Failure is definitely a part of being is definitely a part of success, right? And as long as you can get back up and continue to get back up, you're gonna always be successful. But be transparent with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive yourself so that you can forgive others. And with that being said, if there is anyone out there that I have hurt, I apologize. Forgive me.
Oh. Oh, she's so sweet.
Oh,
Oh.
you saying?
Oh.
I'll make that a post too.
You gonna make it a post? Okay.
I'm make it a post.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I want to tell you a quote, right? And then that's gonna be that on that for me. It's gonna sum it all up, right? So you're going to be in your own skin until you die, and that's a wow. So you might as well get comfortable in it. And that's with everything that you do and everything that you say. Hey Virgil, you didn't come on. We missed you. We know the difference between men and males. So you're proud of us. But yeah, love who you are. Believe in yourself on 110%. Even if people around you say that's narcissistic, don't worry about it because it's not. They just need to start loving themselves 125%. Right? Never be ashamed of loving yourself. Never be ashamed of that. You don't have to downplay who you are to make somebody else feel good about themselves. And that's it. Be positive, stay positive. Embrace your shortcomings. They make you who you are. Those are your choices. They ain't shortcomings, them was your choices.
I mean, sometimes we just make decisions that didn't work. We thought it was a good idea, and
we thought it was a good idea, and it wasn't. And
it might have been the best.
And we're not gonna dwell in it. We're not gonna dwell in it. It happened. It was yesterday.
That didn't work. Let's go move on to something else.
That didn't work. Period. Move on to something else and let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
And they're lessons, not failures. They're lessons.
They're lessons, right? Yeah. Lessons learned. Yes. Yep. Yes. So that's what I have to say. And hopefully
you're right. Your only shortcomings is you keep feeling the same way. You keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You're clearly insane.
Come here. Let's say
hi. The same thing.
Listen. We're not gonna go there, Virgil. Listen, she want to say hi to y'all so bad.
Well, first of all, what's in your mouth?
Say hi.
See that. Hey, they got a pretty smile. Hey, Zion.
Tell everybody to love the skin they're in. Say love the skin you're in.
No, don't do all the baby stuff. We ain't nobody around here.
Talk like a big girl. Right. Say it loud. Say love the skin you're in.
Love the skin you're in.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, good night, Brian.
Okay, good night. Good night. Yeah, because that ain't that. So yeah. So I guess next week we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on. Maybe LA might go live when she go get the bid test. I don't know.
So
y'all be safe.
You don't see what's going on tomorrow.
Put y'all mask on and be safe.
Put your mask on.
Put your mask on. Put your mask on.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
We ain't even telling you to get vaccinated no more.
Wear your mask.
We don't even care if you get vaccinated or not at this point. Just wear a mask.
Wear your mask. Big Fool.
Vid.
Vid.
Oh, tomorrow I'm wearing my money move. I'm gonna post a picture. Tomorrow I'm posting a
Please
picture.
post pictures.
Yes.
We
'Cause
have
I had it on the day I was gonna put it on.
Najee quotes. We have Women Culture shirts, guys.
No.
Please get you one.
And we're gonna redo the lipstick and lies shirt. So
Yes.
when we figure out that, then because these are old. This is old. It didn't go that way. And Virgil, we expect you to buy one only because you are a supporter of the show. So you need
custom shirts as well. So if you got something you want us to do, hey, we on it. We got you.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yes, we have World Culture shirts.
Yes.
Positive quotes, you know.
Yes. Come through positivity.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love this self-healing stuff, man. Like, listen, we are gonna transform so many lives just by being transparent in our growth, man. And I'm so excited to be taking the journey with so many people that are making the decision to move forward with their lives and don't look back on what yesterday was. I am so excited about that.
Because, baby.
And even if it's just one person whose life changed, I'm good with that. I'm good with that, right? I'm good with that. I'm good with that because that's what we are put on this earth for, to be a service to other people.
Absolutely.
So and while we're here,
that's the quickest way to success. Come on.
Yes. Yeah.
The quickest way to success.
But until then, we're gonna catch y'all at the beach or the bank.
Cause don't nothing move.
Until the money move. And let me show y'all my shirt. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all my shirt. Hold on.
Yes.
Look, I gotta show my shirt, girl.
Nah, she didn't cry tonight. I think I'm the crybaby here. I'll probably cry before she will.
Who was crying? What?
No.
Was Riri on here crying tonight? Steam heavy in here. Oh no, I was not crying. This was a great
loving the skin.
I was crying last week. I wasn't really crying last week. I was just releasing. Look at my shirt. And if y'all look up real close, that's actual money in the shirt. Can y'all see the money part?
It's shining too much.
It's too much shine. That's the foil. Hey, listen, shout out to LA for the shirt.
Hey, I got you. Anybody else want a shirt? I got you.
Yeah, but I'm taking a picture tomorrow, babe. I'm gonna tag you. Yes. Okay, listen. I really do have to go. But I love y'all. Don't none move to the money move. Let's end this September with positivity. And next week, me and LA gonna be together. And hey, Sabrina.
Hi,
link for the shirt, LA. And continue to love yourselves and just be a blessing to others when you can.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, love you guys. Love you, sis.
Love you. Bye.
Self-care, self-love.
She blowing you a kiss. She want to blow you a kiss. Come blow her a kiss.
Come blow me a kiss.
Okay. Good night.
So we go swimming.
No.
And good night.
Why not? First of all, it's past your bed, baby.
That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because at 9 o'clock, the lights normally out. So she's taking advantage because we were on live.
Got you. Okay.
But she's going to bed now, so I'll catch y'all later.
Okay, Brandon, we're going to call you. Okay, well, listen. I will talk to you later. Love you, bitches. Have a great evening. Bye, Zion. And we're done. We're out.